Good evening, everybody. Good to have you with us. It's great to be with you tonight. I appreciate you guys being here. Those of you that are live are going to have a distinct advantage, and hopefully, many people will be watching this tomorrow as well on a replay. Um, what we're going to talk about tonight, literally, is the most unique opportunity I've ever seen. I didn't say it was the best. I didn't say it was the most profitable, but it is extremely, extremely unique. And I'm going to try to communicate that with you as we go through this tonight. Um, I am beyond serious about this. We were on the cruise and we met with our top leaders. We had a phenomenal time on the cruise, and I kind of did what I thought was a farewell end of iHub type uh, talk with them. We on one day, and things changed like instantly, and it was the last thing in the world that I had planned on, honestly. But I'm approaching this different than I've approached anything I've ever done. My goal tonight, and I'm just going to be blunt as I can be. I'm going to be as upfront as I can be, and I really hope you guys will really hear what I'm trying to communicate, because most of you hopefully saw the video I sent out called Your Ship Has Come In. And I sincerely believe that for many people that'll be watching this tonight, this is your time. And there might not be another one like this, but for multiple reasons, this makes so much sense, and it will for so many people. My goal is to run off all the opportunity seeking junkies, the time wasters, the delusional people that don't understand knowledge without action leads to self-delusion. And they don't understand numbers. They don't understand law of averages, and they're afraid to take action. And they're sitting around waiting for the foo-foo dust. There's no place for those people with this opportunity. On the same token, I hope that I'll be able to inspire some people that have been hanging around, maybe never really taking consistent action, never really broken out and got into a consistent producing rhythm. And my goal is to help people really, really understand the simplicity, simple program and the power behind it. Uh, and I hope some people will say, you know what, if I'm ever going to do it, now's the time, and I'm not going to be denied, and I'm going for it. That's my hope. Uh, So tonight we're going to cover four basic sections. Number one, the fundamental business building wealth creation philosophy, my game plan for this team, the compensation plan, and then 20 minutes of training. Fundamental business building philosophy. You must prepare to win with self-education under the right mentorship and prepare for the big wave. Success happens when preparation meets the right opportunity at the right time. There's a lot of people that crushed it on this team with ERC. Why? Because they were prepared, and they that preparation, the big wave came along and they were ready for it. Some of you are not ready for ERC, but you will be ready for this. I believe that. Most people are foo-foo dust seekers who never prepare, and timing is such an overlooked success factor. And it's the most important thing I look at, but it's overlooked by most people. And when you see the big wave, when you see the big opportunity, you got to be able to pivot and go all in and get the daggone thing launched, work hard, and then just ride the momentum of that wave. And you won't believe how far the right wave can take you. Some of you experienced that with ERC. I think about Dan Bruni, and I don't know if he's on here, but when we first talked, Dan said, "Man, Dale, I just bought a new truck." And I don't know, I think it was like $15,000 or something. I don't really remember, but he said, if I could make $15,000 next year and pay for this truck, life would be phenomenal. Well, Dan's going to end up, over $200,000 with ERC. So this is the way the real world works. And just truth, your past doesn't equal your future unless you want it to. I don't care if you failed in every small business opportunity, work at home program you've ever been involved in. It does not matter. It really doesn't. With the right focus and self-talk for about 21 days, you can get to a place emotionally and psychologically that you've never been before, and you can stay there. And some of you have seen people on this team over the last couple of years who've done that. You've watched it, you've witnessed it. And as always, you can make up in numbers what you lack in skill when you first start. So my philosophy, it always has been, some of you have heard me talk about this for many, many years. You have to have a business that creates throws off cash flow, that gives you more cash flow than you need to live. So if you need $4,500 a month to live and you're making 10,000 a month and you need 4,500 a month, that's $5,500. What are you going to do with that? Most people buy toys, and I don't believe in buying toys. The goal is to take excess cash flow and invest it in income generating assets. Your first goal, in my opinion, and this is what I've taught for years, become debt free. Pay off everything except your house until you decide exactly where you want to live the rest of your life. Create a 90-day emergency fund, so if something happened, you got all your bills covered for at least 90 days. And then start building assets. And however you want to do it, it doesn't matter. Build assets, whether it's a duplex or a triplex or apartment buildings or specific crypto coins, not programs, but specific coins like Fetch AI and others. The crypto markets it's in the bull run is here. And the next year and a half, 2 years is going to be phenomenal. But tax lien certificates, any kind of absentee owner business where you don't have to be there, a car wash or laundromat or vending routes, storage facilities. Some of you know I'm heavy into sports cards. I love that market. So you want to create a solid business that creates enough excess cash flow that you can invest in income generating assets, and you have not made it until you don't need the check from your company to live a comfortable lifestyle. That's the game. And Robert Kiyosaki laid this plan out, basically the fundamentals of this plan in Rich Dad Poor Dad. I only had to read it one time. I only had to read it one time. That's the game plan. There's the blueprint. That's how to do it. That book's been around, what, 25, 30 years? And you ask most people that are involved in some type of side gig business, what's your plan for financial independence? And they look at you like a deer staring in a headlight. They don't have a clue. They have no plan. You've got to have a plan. The greatest opportunity in the history of the world means nothing if you don't have a plan on what you're going to do. I've seen so many people over the years, they were living on $4,000 or $5,000 a month. They start making $8,000 or $10,000 a month and start spending $15,000 a month so they can keep up with the Joneses. I'm going to go with my upline to Dubai. Why? Just ridiculous stuff. So you got to have a plan. All right, we're going to talk about the compensation plan. I'm assuming you guys understand what the self-employed tax credit is, or you wouldn't be here. I hope all of you got to see the video that we sent out, the replay from Thursday night's um, iHub event, the Zoom that they did. If you didn't, you're going to kind of be lost. So let me give you a real short recap. A lot of you, most of you should know what ERC was, the Employee Retention Credit Program, which gave larger businesses the opportunity to get back some of the tax money they paid. And this team we crushed it. It was all over the radio, all over the TV. It was the hottest business I've seen ever. From a cash flow, massive income potential, it was phenomenal. But it was designed for larger businesses. The self-employment tax credit is basically the same type of program. It's a government program. We have about 1 year to work it, then it's over. But it's designed for small business owners, those with 1099, gig workers, the small mom and pop shops, Uber drivers qualify, network marketers, all contractors, real estate agents. I'll give you a whole list when we get done, but the market is huge. There's about 47 million people in the United States that qualify for these funds, and 99.9% don't even know that they're eligible or don't even know the program exists. So that's the program. So this is basically how the compensation plan works. I'm going to go through this, and I want you to really be able to grasp it. They can qualify for up to around $32,000 is the max that an individual can qualify for. 32,000. They are right now, they're averaging about $17,000 return for, that's the average that the company is doing, $17,000. Some will be 5,000, some will be 8,000, some will be 22,000, some will be whatever, but the average is 17,000. It really depends upon how much money they made during the COVID years and a few other factors. I'm like, it doesn't matter. We're not getting into it because all we're doing is with ERC, we send them to book the call. Here, we're just sending them to the website to see how much they qualify for. That's all we're doing, sending them to the website. That's the only thing we do. So if a person gets back $17,000, the company that does all the processing, that has the CPAs and the tax attorneys, they charge a flat, non-negotiable 20%. That's what they charge for getting the paperwork, getting it sent in. The beautiful part about this is we don't have to wait 6, 7, 8, 10 months for the IRS to cut the check. They're taking that once they get the deal sent in, they're basically selling the paper to a bank, and the bank is paying the client their money that's due. In this example, 17,000 up front, and we get our commissions up front. And from the time the paperwork is completed to the time the commissions and the funds are sent, is about less than 30 days right now. Less than 30 days. So that's a big, big difference from ERC. So the way the commission works, 17,000, the company that's doing the provider with the making sure everything gets filed correctly, they take a $600 finance-filing fee right off the top of that commission. So in this example, 20% of 17,000 would be 3,400. That's the commissionable. That's the initial volume, 20%. They take $600, the company does, off the top, and that leaves $2,800 in commissionable volume in CV. Now, everything that I'm sharing with you tonight, you're not supposed to know yet. This is what they'll be covering Thursday. This Thursday, iHub will on the Thursday call. Now, there might be a couple of tweaks here and there, but this is the basic foundation of how this works. So $2,800 in commissionable volume. If you're a brand new starting consultant, your commission rate is 20%. So 20% of this $2,800, your commission on that deal would be $560. As you do more business, you can grab more, capture more of those commissions. You can move up to senior consultant. You're at 21%, so your commission would be $588. At a sales manager, you're at 22%, so that's $616. A regional manager, 23%. Senior manager, 24%. If you're a partner, you're maxed out the commission at 25%, and you would make $700 in this example. Uh, So that's the fundamental of when you write business, how much money you can make. Anywhere from and on the average deal of 17,560 to $700. Anybody that you personally enroll, if you decide you want to build a team, in this example, you make 5% of the commissionable volume. So 5% of 2,800 would be $140. And it doesn't matter where you are in the comp plan, what rank you've achieved, everybody makes 5%. 5%. And then anybody that they enrolled, you have an infinity bonus that can pay you $28, 1% of this $2,800 to infinity until you hit another person at your rank. It's very similar to the same comp plan we had with ERC. It's really pretty simple, So if the person got back 20,000, again, 20% of that, it's $4,000. Take the 600 off. That leaves you with 3,400. 20% of 3,400, $720, and so on and so forth. But when you step back and you look at this and you think, okay, what do I have to do to create a $10,000 monthly income based on these averages? And you're looking at, about 20 deals a month at 560 would pay you. It actually comes down, I think it comes out to like 16.5 deals a month or something, but we'll just say 20. Say 20, you're going to make well over $10,000. Well, 20 deals a month, that means I only have to do 5 deals a week. So if I do 5 deals a week, I can make 10,000 a month. Yeah. If you do 10 deals a week on average, based upon all the averages, you're looking at $20,000 a month, and so on and so forth. We will not have people making 400,000 or 500,000 a year like we did with ERC, and even more. Some of you know those numbers and the type of commissions that will be made. That's not going to happen here. But I do believe that we will have more people make $100,000 plus with this program than we did with ERC for multiple reasons. Because when we're talking about 5 deals a week, is on average is $10,000 a month. As we would say in Kentucky, I mean, that dog will hunt. That's beyond doable, because there's 47 million potential clients out there, and 99.9% have not heard of it yet. So that's the commission structure. Again, here's just again the different. Everybody starts as a consultant, and if you had achieved a rank level with ERC, say you were a sales manager in ERC, you will receive a lateral move in this new comp plan with this SETC opportunity. So if you're already a sales manager, then you will start at 22% or whatever rank that you were with ERC. They're doing a lateral move, which is more than fair. All right, that's the comp plan. I'm going to answer questions at the end if we have time. My game plan for this team is real simple. I think I would be disappointed within the next 12 months, we don't have dozens of people, make $100,000 plus. I believe that this team will dominate the leaderboard, just like we did with loot boxes, just like we did with ERC. I believe we will dominate the leaderboard with this opportunity. And our plan is a year from now, we're going to celebrate again on another cruise, or we might go to an all-inclusive resort in Aruba or somewhere, but we will celebrate again in 1 year. That's what I see with this, because there's a lot of people on this team that are ready for this, I believe, now. You learn, you progress, you move forward. that's just the way this whole cycle works. You get better, you get more comfortable, you understand time management and so on and so forth, and everything we've been talking about over the years. So if you understand the value this service offers and what we can go into the marketplace and talk to a friend of yours and say, hey, I'm just curious, you haven't heard of SETC, have you? No. What is it? And you have just an authentic conversation, send them to your website, let them see how much they qualify. And they come back and they say, hey, this said I got $14,000 I can qualify for. You're now their hero. It's that simple. This is not difficult because we don't have to figure out who is the decision maker in this company with 200 employees. It's individuals like us, small business owners, entrepreneurs, network marketers, etc. If you understand the value, see, the reality is probably everybody that sees this, you qualify for this program. You qualify for this program. And I know we've got Uber drivers and we've got electricians and we've got, network marketing leaders. We got people from all different backgrounds, all different primary businesses, and probably every person that sees this qualifies, yourself. So if you understand the value of what we're providing to self-employed people who can put the funds to good use in their business, they can use the funds to expand their business or go on vacation if they want to, then you start to get a glimpse of what's really here. And a lot of you understand the work ethic and the mindset and the talent on this team. You know the talent that we have on this team. And so does anybody doubt? Does anybody doubt that this team will dominate the leaderboards and a year from now we'll be going on another cruise to celebrate? Does anybody, if you've been around anytime at all, you surely don't doubt that. And the only question for a lot of you is the real question is, are you going to break out and be part of this magnificent adventure this year? Is it your time? Are you going to break out with this opportunity? Again, our ERC track record of this team, it speaks for itself. We've earned millions and millions of dollars in commissions, millions of dollars in commissions. And I think the total number of commissions we will earn over the next 12 months will be more than we've earned with ERC. And I have no doubt the number of six-figure earners will be even more. But please don't confuse this with ERC. No doubt there will be more six-figure earners with this program that achieve that income level with ERC. And I think there's 5 reasons why. Number one, ERC required a minimum of 20 hours of focused training, really getting into it and understanding it. And it required a lot of attention and a lot of training. And this program, the SETC program, requires 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I'm not joking. We have an unlimited number of prospects everywhere. We don't have to worry about half the people we call say, oh yeah, I filed my ERC 2 months ago. I filed my ERC, when I first heard about it. We don't have to run into all that. Now we will in a few months, but we don't right now. Right now the market is wide open. The quick client pay equals rapid referrals. This is real important, and it's just the way human beings are. The real estate agent got back $14,000. Do you think they'll be telling every person in their office, every other realtor, hey, I just got back $14,000? Of course they will. The word of mouth with this, because it's going to be real quick. They file within 30 days, they got their money in their bank. They're going to be telling all the Uber drivers are going to be telling all the Uber drivers, and so on and so forth. That's how this is going to move. I have no doubt about that. Number 4, $10,000 monthly income potential is first month is very realistic. We've already talked about 20 deals will put you there. We have team members that underachieved with ERC that sat around and analyzed and looked, they analyzed till they were paralyzed, and they watched this whole group of people just boom on the leaderboard, making money, moving forward. and it took off without them. And I had basically the same conversation when ERC started. It's like, get the thing launched, get it launched fast, get it launched quick, get it launched aggressively. Some people took that advice and were uncomfortable in the beginning, but they just did it. And those are the people that, just crushed it with ERC. And it's going to be the same this time, only some of you, it's like, okay, a wise person learns from their own mistakes, but a really wise person will learn from the mistakes of others. And it's like, I'm not letting this one pass me by, Dale. I've had multiple people tell me that. And there's a lot of people on this team that are just ready. So even the many of you with us tonight that have a record of success, I think it's a mistake if as a team we approach this opportunity like we have others, because this is different. I'm looking at this totally different than anything that I've ever done. The foundational principles are not going to change, but the approach is going to be a whole lot different. And I'm personally making some changes. And here's what I know. I'm going to have fun with this. I no thumb suckers allowed. I'm having fun with this. Uh, know you're going to win the game before you decide to play it. That would be my advice. Hesitation is not allowed. There's no hesitation allowed. If you're not willing to launch it, then don't do it. And you've got to have this 5 4 3 2 1 go mentality, and you got to say, I'm going to 10x my income. I'm going to make more money than I've ever made. And here's the two things that I would be filling my mind with every single day. The Mel Robbins that you guys have seen, if you've been part of our team, 5 4 3 2 1 go. I would listen to that. And then that Grant Cardone, the 10x rule. That's where my focus would be. That's where all my listening time would be, right there, because I'm not giving you any training here. 20 minutes is all you need. So where's your motive? Your motivation's got to come from yourself. You got to learn how to get up every day and decide you're going to win the day. And these two resources will be the most valuable, in my opinion, for this opportunity over the next 12 months. The market is huge. It's wide open. Potential customers are everywhere. And they have no idea these funds are available to them. More than any time in history, you need to be in a state of ignorance on fire and just go. Treat this like it's the first company you've ever been involved with, the first opportunity. I remember when I started 20 years ago, I knew I was going to have a Porsche in 90 days. Just ignorance on fire. Get through the numbers. They're everywhere. Go for it. There's no convincing here. They want their money or they don't. Period. End of story. Do you want your money? Do you not want your money? Here's your training. This is the foundation. Potential customers are everywhere. Have honest, authentic, value focused conversations with them. As many every day as you possibly can, and send them to your website so they can apply and fill out the form and apply for their funds. No calls to book. Send them to your website. That's the training. Authentic conversations. Hey, did you get your ERTC funds? No, I don't know anything about it. Oh, you were open during COVID, right? Yeah. You've got money coming to you. Go to this website, check it out, and you can complete a form, and they'll tell you exactly how much money you have coming to you. And keep on going. It's a flat numbers game here, guys. And I would just ask you, can you have authentic conversations with other human beings? If you can do this, you're going to do phenomenal. If you can't do this, don't play the game. I mean, if you understand number one, potential customers are everywhere, and you can do number two, have honest, authentic, value focused conversations with people, as many every day as you possibly can, and send them to your website. If you can do that, game's over, you win. You'll hit the $100,000 mark, because I think you're going to have so many referrals down the road that you're not going to be able to keep up with them, because again, every niche knows many other people in their niche, and this will just spread through natural word of mouth. If you can have authentic conversations and get people to go to the website to see how much money they qualify for, you win. So that's the training. Uh, 20 minutes is all you need. My plan for these Zooms is I'm not doing any training. 20 minutes is all you need, and I am beyond serious about that. The more you know, the more you want to talk, the more you want to. It just doesn't work. You don't have to do that here. Uh, our Zooms are going to be centered around updates and recognition, results and testimonies. We're looking at the possibility of maybe doing daily Zooms for elite producers, but you'll hear more about that if we decide to do that. So here's the training. I've shared with you just a few minutes ago. This is the foundational training. Customers are everywhere. Find them. Send them to your website. You do that every day, as many as you can. You're going to win. 20 deals a month on average, pay you 10,000 plus a month. 10,000 plus a month. It can't get any simpler than this. So we are holding a stick of dynamite. You've got to launch strong. You got to be ready to launch Friday. After Thursday night, you should have your affiliate link and be ready to launch Friday. I can't stress that enough. Those that are ready to launch Friday, you're gonna crush this. Those that are gonna sit around and analyze till you're paralyzed, that pattern happens over and over and over. We got 1 year. This ends mid-April, a year from now. 1 year and this program is over. So we're holding a stick of dynamite, and every month after this month, you're going to have to talk to more people than you did the previous month to have the same results. Right now in the beginning, right now is the time to run. Uh, I would sell myself on the value you can provide to small business owners first. The testimonies we're going to get from dog walkers and all these different people and all these different side gigs, and they're not going to believe it. It's going to be phenomenal. Go through your phone. I would do that before Thursday and write down every potential prospect in your phone. Go through all your social media, make a list, and you're looking for a minimum of 100 qualified prospects. And that's basically almost everybody you know. They don't have to be a full-time photographer. If they do photography as a side gig or any other niche as a side gig, they qualify. Doesn't have to be their full-time income. If it's a side gig, they can still qualify. So most everybody, 47 million people out there are our prospects. Set a launch date and contact your top 10 prospects within 24 hours. And if you can't do this, then don't start. Don't even start. In my mind, Thursday night, Friday, you should be contacting your first 10. And by the time the weekend's over, you should be halfway through your list if you're going to get serious and you're going to launch this thing. Number 4, share with 100 prospects minimum in your first 30 days, and it will be impossible to fail. Now, I guess legally I can't say that, but I sincerely believe that. It's my opinion. Share this with 100 people in the first 30 days, and it's almost going to be impossible to fail because the product is that good. What is our product? We're giving away money. That's the product. We're giving away money, and the market's wide open. The referrals will supply you an endless supply of leads. If one real estate agent gives you the names of 5 agents in their office, and those 5 people give you 5, and so on and so forth. I think the referral with this program, again, is different because it's so compact. From the time they apply to the time they get their check, it's compact. It's a short period of time, which is going to create a lot more referrals a lot quicker. You should be able to dominate your hometown. Wherever you are, everybody in your town, it should be like striking a match and starting a wildfire in your local community, and everybody should be talking about this, and every small business person should be bragging about their checks. That's what you can create. Again, 5 can lead to 25 to 125 and so on and so forth. The referrals are going to be phenomenal, And this again, it's not an ERC referral because we aren't don't have to wait 6 or 7 months for people to get their funds. They will receive their funds within 30 days and be telling everybody that they know. So what are the scripts? Just have an authentic, value focused conversation. But in person, if you're, at a little uh, dress shop or something, you're at a clothing store locally, maybe even, or even if it's someplace you've never been before, and you say, hey, how long have you been in business? Well, we've been in business 7 years. Was COVID rough on you guys? Oh yeah, it was. When everything was closed down, and yeah, it was pretty rough. Well, have you heard about the SETC program? No, what's that? You've got money coming to you. Here, go check out this website. It'll tell you exactly how much you qualify for. I was able to help another whatever, because you're going to have stories of people that I was able to help another real estate agent. I was able to help another Uber driver, so on and so forth. The stories and the testimonies will be off the charts here. This is simple, guys. Keep it simple. Have authentic conversations. What about an email script? The best email script is, I have a question about Jack's. I got a question about Jack's carpet cleaning service. Jack says, what's your question? Hey, Jack, did you receive your SET COVID funds? What's that? Go to this website. Send them to your website. Guys, it's fishing in a barrel. So if you think about all the people that you know that you can help, and again, the list just is on and 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 on. Network marketers, fitness coaches, freelancers, eBay and Amazon sellers, Uber and Lyft drivers, real estate agents, brokers are going to be some of your best prospects, gardeners, landscapers, copywriters, wedding singers, DJs, nail salon workers, donut shops, bakeries, pet stores, bookstores, coffee shops, and on and on and on. The number one reason businesses fail is lack of customers. Customer leads are the most difficult part of a business. Not here. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. Well, Dale, I couldn't get them to go check out my website. What do you do? Go somewhere else. Next. It's next. It's next. They either want their money or they don't. You can make money or you can make excuses, but you can't make both. The life of a entrepreneur, opportunity junkie. I've watched the same patterns for 40 years. A lot of people get in, they do their 20 reasons, they're excited, they know what they want. Uh, but taking action in pursuit of what we want is another thing entirely. Life always gets in the way. Always. Bowling leagues, softball, kids soccer, PTA, blah, blah, blah. And if achieving what we want involves significant change in our routines or habits, then we've got to figure out how to work what we're doing into our everyday life and what we're doing on a daily basis. Where can you stop 10 minutes on the way home and talk and share? Who can you send an email to? Who can you contact on social media tonight? And so on and so forth. You can make money or you can make excuses. You can manage your time and get through the numbers, or you can sit around and talk about why you can't. And if they're not easy to do, then procrastination is likely, and when we leave it to do later, I'm going to do that later. That's spelled NEVER, never. Or I'm going to do it tomorrow. And we define tomorrow and look at tomorrow like it's a mystical place where everything will be easier than it is today. So a lot of people have the motivation and they have the reasons, but they do not have the ability. They've never figured out how to mobilize themselves. Mobilization. They don't understand the mobilization process. And if you don't understand the mobilization process, you will continue to just be on that hamster wheel over and over and over, excited, knowledge without action, because you've got to be able to put yourself in action. Successful people figured out how to make them make themselves do what they don't want to do. But success is doing what you said you would do after the feeling and the emotion in which you said it in has left you. How do you get yourself focused, fired up? This is what I'm doing. I'm going to 10,000 a month. I'm doing it here. How do you stay focused there? What's your self-talk? Again, excuses are money. I will not be denied. I'm not denied, or I'm going to let myself be overcome with all of life and things that go on. It's up to you. It's up to you. As my friend Michael Penland says, the action takers are the money makers. And that's it. Period. End of story. The action takers are the money makers. People that figure out how to mobilize themselves and take action. The mobilization process is everything. It's everything. Getting the thing launched is everything. That's how it all starts. And it has to be like boom. Like I've talked about many times, you guys have heard me. It's like getting an airplane off the ground. All the energy is going down that runway. That's where all the energy in the beginning to get it up off the ground and put it in autopilot down the road. It's the energy in the beginning that determines your long-term success. Most people they just drive around the runway, watching all these other planes take off, and they're just taxiing around the runway. But you can't do that with this. You can't do that with but you definitely cannot do it with this, because if you do this right, it will take on a life and a momentum of its own. This is really important. If you mobilize and go as hard as you can for 30 days, as hard as you commit, not to me, to yourself, to go as hard as you can for 30 days and do a minimum of 100 contacts in your first 30 days. That's a low ball minimum. You do that, you make that decision, your life's going to change, because everything here is going to become easy, and personal momentum will kick in, and it'll take over, and all the fear will be diminished. That's the way this works. And many of you have heard me say this for years. And many of you have been at this time and place with other opportunities. And you never got this concept from your head to your heart, because the launch is everything. Nobody talks about launching a business because nobody wants to do it. It's not easy. But if you can get the thing launched and decide, I'm going after this for 30 days, and then stop and analyze what happened, it'll blow you away. Again, once the momentum is created, it's astounding how far it can take you. Ask people that experience this with ERC. I'm telling you the truth. This is how you win. This, especially with this program, right here's how you win. And I promise you this. And I was a young snot-nosed kid, and it took me 3 years to figure this out. 3 years. But I promise you, this is the key to the whole thing. I promise you. And we have people on this team that know what I just shared with you is true. You can ask any of them, because they've all experienced it. We all travel the same road. For some of these people, ERC, it was their time. They were ready. They'd missed a couple of other things, but they weren't going to miss that. And there's a lot of people on this team that have experienced exactly what I've shared with you. I promise you. And they will tell you exactly what I've just shared with you, because they've experienced this. And for some of you, it's your time this time. And it's not going to get any simpler than finding small business owners and giving them a way to get free money that the government's holding for them. If you decide you can make the next 12 months a magnificent adventure that you'll never forget, some will never forget 2023. And those people will crush it in 2024. And some of you will never forget 2024. you can ride that wave of momentum, but it takes a focused effort, hard effort for 30 days to get the thing off the ground. I wish I could express what I'm feeling from how this is different. I can't. I know people are going to be out there trying to convince people to get free money. And see, you don't have to do that. When you're trying to convince people to get free money, that in and of itself creates a big question mark and like, well, why wouldn't I want to get my free money? They keep selling me on getting free money. Of course I want free money. And you've got to really change your mindset around what this is. You've got to, and it's, you cannot approach this like you're out there trying to sell something. Guys, here's a government program. I'm sure you haven't heard about it yet. Go here, see how much money you can qualify for. Keep it that simple. It's friends talking to friends. Be value focused. Go out there and help people, and you will crush it here. Again, I cannot tell you how much I recommend these two resources. So, where do we go from here at this point? If this opportunity is not lit your fire, if you don't see the upside potential, if you don't understand, my gosh, you tell me I can go out and help 5 people a week and make 10,000 a month or whatever the numbers. If this doesn't light your fire, then don't do it. The next move is to be on the iHub call Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern. Hopefully, the link it will be in your back office. We'll put it in the Facebook group as well. Be on that call. I'm hoping everybody can get their affiliate link Thursday night. That's my hope. We will have a short team powwow immediately following the iHub call Thursday night. And before Thursday night, I would have my top 10 and my top 100 ready. And if you guys got any questions or comments, I'm going to stop here. And don't know. I think no, what I do. I need some help,
Hey,
Don.
Dale, did you want Shelley to share
Yeah,
first?
yeah. I definitely want to hear from some of you guys.
You're fine, Dale. We can see you on gallery. Can you see
I can't
everyone?
see anybody. I can't see anybody. I can't see any hands.
All right, I'll
So,
come fix it.
okay. But yeah, because Shelly, we talked to Shelly, I think yesterday, and Shelly, just tell them what happened for you real quick.
Okay, so I was at the salon, and I was just having a conversation. This friend, I mean, she's become a friend. I've known her for a lot of years, and we were talking about she's losing clients, and why is she losing clients? Because people can't afford to get their nails done right now or get their hair done. You know, this sort of service is the first thing that goes. When you have a bad economy, you're not gonna spend your money on those things. And so we were talking about this. And so I said, well, have you heard of SETC? She's like, no, what's that? And I said, well, you've got some money coming to you because of COVID. Oh my heavens, I'm gonna cry. She was so excited. She said, where do I sign up? Where do I find out about this? She said, I need anything and everything I can get. And then started calling other girls in this that worked in the salon over, hey, so-and-so, come here. Shelly, tell her about this. By the time I left, every woman, there was one man who worked in the salon, knew about it, and they're all waiting for me to send them the link when I get my link. It's easy. It's easy.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anybody else have any comments? I see Shane Rogers.
Yeah, Dale, I just first say thank you, and Shelley, the same thing. I talked to about 3 people and said, look, there's something I want to get with you in this coming week. As soon as I get these links, I want to send it to you, and they're both said, well, willing to try it. So Dale, again, thank you very much, sir. Shelley, thank you for the information.
Yeah, this is going to rock, guys. I promise. I just promise.
Yeah,
Doug
I
Hood,
saw my
you have something?
chiropractor today, Dale, and he was like 100% on board. He's like, as soon as you get that link, because he comes to homes, and he stopped doing any marketing during COVID for new clients because nobody wanted to have a new person coming into their household during COVID. So he did quite well still, but he definitely was impacted. So anyway, just positive stories.
That's what we're going to hear every week from this point on. I promise. Y'all aren't going to believe it. That's it.
Well, and when we approach it with, who can I help today? Right? I mean, you can't help but help somebody.
That's right. 5 a week is $10,000 a month in income.
Hey, Dale,
Yes.
can you hear me? It's Doug. I
Yeah.
couldn't find my little raised hand, so I just jumped in there. buddy.
I hear you.
First of all, it's good to see you guys and see the team. And I just want to stop real quick and back up and thank everybody for the prayers and stuff for my mom. Uh, she's in a better place. She's at peace, and I appreciate it. There's a lot of prayers that went through, and I greatly appreciate that, guys. So thank you again for that. With another good news here, the reason I couldn't take the cruise, we had the grandbaby come and had a little baby girl 3 days ago. So anyway, on to business. But anyway, Dale, this is, first of all, like I said, it's great seeing the team. This is crazy. It really is. But as far as Dale, if you're dealing with a realtor, let's say, I think Shelley may have hit the nail on the head there. First of all, congratulations, Shelley, on that. I mean, you're just having authentic conversation. But if you're at a realtor, I know a friend of mine that's a real good friend of mine that's a realtor that has several realtors under them. So when you're talking about getting a deal, so look, if I go in and talk to that realtor and then there's 3 other realtors, these are all independent, right? It's not like ERC with one company, correct?
That's right. They're all independent contractors.
So you could get 5 deals in one setting, pretty much.
You could get 19 deals. Real estate agency with 19 realtors in it.
Yeah.
But get one. Don't worry about the 19. Get
Right.
one. Get them their check, and you'll have all the rest of them.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. That's all I got. Thanks, guys.
Winnie, then Ted, then Dan. Winnie.
Hey, Dale, I just want to make sure I understand correctly. Who would be the people that I would not go after? For instance, you know, maybe say there's a boutique in the heart of Uptown Centerville, and she's an owner. You know, she is an owner, but she has employees. Would that make her not eligible because she is not self-employed? She employs others. I mean, I know it kind of sounds like a dumb question, but I just want a clarification on who not to go after.
See, if they're a corporation, then probably not. But a lot of these boutiques, especially in different, like hairdressers or whatever, they're all renting a chair. They're all independent contractors.
Yeah,
So they might not be employees. They're independent contractors. So all
so
of
we
those
just
people are eligible.
okay. I can understand, and there's some hair salons that don't rent booths, but most of them do. But I guess I was trying to get, and I did screenshot some of the people, industries to go after and all that. I just wanted to make sure I knew where to focus most of my time with, since I'm having to care for mom and dad and do this corporate job. And since I missed the ERC, I'm so grateful God has brought this to us.
You're looking for 1099s, Winnie.
That's
If they
right.
have
So-
W-2 employees, they wouldn't qualify. But some people are business owners
Uh-huh.
that have W-2 employees, but they have 1099 income that is separate and apart from their business that they file under that tax number. So there's that too. You know, there's all kinds of people that have side gigs that have regular W-2 income. So, you know,
That explains it, Don. So, I mean, should that be part of the script to make sure? I mean, some of these things we obviously know they would be, but the ones that we think might or might not be, should we just approach it like?
Go.
I know, Dale. I know.
And I am
Okay.
so serious here. I can't even. I love you, Winnie.
I know you do.
But it's go.
Okay.
Go. Go get in an Uber. Say, take me 15 minutes down the road. I got something I want to share with you. Drop me off wherever you
Yeah.
want. Sign up that Uber driver. Contact another Uber. Take me 15 minutes down the road. I got 15 minutes. I want to show something to you. Sign him up. I want to see
Yeah.
if you can sign up 10 Uber drivers in the same day.
Just hit the ones that we know on the list instead of having to figure out time
Absolutely.
to filter
You
them. Yeah.
don't analyze none of this. Don't even think about it. Go. There's more
Okay.
people than you can keep up with, and you know a ton of.
Thanks, Dale.
You do. Ted, can you come off mute, Ted Will?
Hey, Dale, real quick, let me just throw this in just to help clarify. Just tell, as a qualifying question, you could ask people if they did a Schedule C on their tax return, then they have self-employed income. And Winnie, this is Tony, long time no talk to. God bless you, sister. I just was saying, if they have done a Schedule C on their tax return, then they have self-employed income and they're qualified if they were self-employed during the pandemic.
Right.
It's a good qualifying question.
Yeah. We all know hundreds of people that are qualified. We'll never run out of people we know that were qualified. Dan.
Hello. I'm Canadian, and I'm sure there's a couple more Canadians on with me. And I just found out about this morning, and I went on the call that you had told us the iHub call that you had told us to watch, and they say they will take Canadian distributors if you have a LLC registered in the United States. So I looked at that, and it's actually surprisingly easy. Just a tip for Canadians, a couple $100, you can register an LLC in the United States and you're good to go. Just for anybody that's asking about that.
Appreciate that. I've had several people ask me about that. I am hoping that if you were already in iHub, you will be grandfathered if you were Canadian and already in iHub. I think the LLC will be for new people is my hope, but I'm not certain on that. But thanks for sharing that. That's good to know, Dan. Paul.
Hello?
How you doing, Paul?
Hey, Dale. It's good to see you, man. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
I missed ERC due to a family event. My dad had Parkinson's, and learned that caregiving was a 24-hour thing, 24/7, and it took all my time away. And it broke my heart because I saw my dad just deteriorate before my eyes, and I wasn't able to work on that particular opportunity, you know. But here is an opportunity now, and I'm willing to do it. I just need your prayers and support, guys, because I'm in a new environment. I'm in a new place. I'm starting from scratch. I'm a sole proprietor on my own thing. So thank you, and I'm going to pursue this as hard as I can. It's an opportunity. Yeah,
Just go. Just go.
Yes, sir.
Y'all gonna hear me say that 10,000 times
Yes, sir.
over the next year. Just go. Just
Yes,
go.
sir.
And that's really it. And we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers. And there's going to be so many people that missed ERC, and daggone it, they're not going to miss this one. They're not
Yes,
going
sir.
to. Because
Amen.
Yeah, I've been with you since New Image, Dale.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember all the good times, man.
Paul, where do
Yeah.
you live?
I live in Austin, Seguin, Texas.
Okay. That's awesome. New image. I'm glad that you were in that too. It's great to see you.
Yeah, it was one of the best things that ever happened to me, and it wasn't the pills, it wasn't the money, it was it was introducing to Dale and his teachings, and I've kept them in my heart ever since. And I know that I've missed opportunity after opportunity, but now I've got a little bit of money in the bank. I'm in a position where I'm able to go ahead and expand. I've got my own e-commerce business set up and going, and I'm going to add this to part of it because you have to put a number of brands in the fire to create a passive income, and the whole goal is to make my money work for me as soon as I get enough to be able to do so. So, Dale, man, you've been an inspiration. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. I will always follow you and your wisdom and your words of encouragement, sir. So, my
I
hat's off to
appreciate
you, Dale.
Well,
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. I appreciate this is gonna roll, guys. And it's like, honestly, we're going on a cruise next year. I don't know who's gonna be on it, but I know there'll be a lot. We're gonna have a ton of six-figure earners. I don't know who they're gonna be, but I know they're coming. So I'm excited. I mean, I'm going to support everybody the best way I possibly can. But guys, this is fishing in a barrel at a level like we've never seen. It is. Tom, then Dave Trilogy.
Hi, Dale. Great webinar tonight. I just have a couple of things. I have a suggestion. Instead of like thinking about who you might know that could qualify, just call everybody you know and just ask them for a referral. Just who do you know that's self-employed? That's just call everybody.
Call all your self-employed people first, and you won't have time to call those that aren't.
Yeah.
That's the truth. But you're right. You could just start up your phone and just A's and just
Uh-huh.
you could do that.
Yeah.
I just got a quick question. Who you know that's self-employed? You could do that. I'm
But
not. I
also,
would.
yeah,
But
I was also thinking that it's probably better. You can tell me if I'm wrong, Dale, but texting seems to work better. People don't listen to their voicemails, you
yeah,
know?
yeah. I don't. It doesn't matter to me how you do it.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Let's go.
Yeah, that's
That's all I
right.
got.
You can do airplane writings if you want to. It's just go, go, go. That's it. That's the game. Dave Trilogy.
Well, I have to say, I am so excited since I got your videos the other day. I'll be quite shocked if I'm even able to sleep tonight because it's a level playing field for everybody here, and we're all starting from the same spot, and it's just going to be a straight out race. Because I know I see the people on this Zoom, and I know the ones that boy we got some people to keep up with on this team, but it's just going to be a blast. Have a lot of fun.
It's going to be it's just have fun with it. Help people. It's that simple, guys. Don't complicate this. Cindy.
Hey, first, warm, fuzzy feeling, so many new image people on here. How many years has it been? Well, taking it back to those roots. I'm already designing a drop card, something quick, simple, and easy. And it goes back to you telling us to drop a bomb. And on top of texting, messaging, and every other thing I plan on doing, that's going to come back into play because there are self-employed people everywhere we go. I mean, we're self-employed. We we deliver groceries. People deliver everything, and it's amazing where you can put drop cards to this day. Maybe there might not be many payphones around, but there are flat surfaces everywhere.
Go to Home Depot and say, "Are you a contractor?"
Mhm.
Hang out at Home Depot. How many how many contractors could you get in front of in a Home Depot parking lot in 1 hour?
Oh, good grief. A lot.
It's unbelievable. This is fishing in a barrel. It's just go, 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 go. That's the game here. It is. You don't have to well, how does this I go? But Dale, what if that go? But I don't know about go, dang it. Go. That's the game. I promise you, that's the game. And what happens is after you break through that and you get in that momentum stage, then you start monetizing. That's the next thing on the level. And once the money starts coming in, you're thinking, my gosh, I met that guy at a Home Depot and I just got paid $812. I bet I'm going back to Home Depot. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be all over this team. So you can be part of it or not. Anybody else have any Mike Culver, you want to share anything? Anybody? I'll put you on the spot. I'll let you, yeah.
Growing up, our family was really big on Easter. Easter was a big holiday for us, and we had huge outdoor Easter egg hunts. And all of us cousins would race, and my cousin Kelly always crushed us all, and she hustled the hardest. And what's funny is that as I've grown and now I have children and we have kids, we continue the tradition with hundreds of Easter eggs all over the place. Now the kids' ages are different. So we put some of the Easter eggs on the ground, and for the older kids, we put Easter eggs under trees and hidden in bushes and very, very hard to find. And with ERC, the Easter egg hunt, all of the Easter eggs that were on the ground were picked up, and it became a little bit more of a search, and we had to kind of find and work a little bit harder to find these eggs. Guys, this program is designed for the 3-year-old Easter egg hunter. There's
right.
44 million people that are eligible yet to receive this benefit. If we collectively do 100,000 deals a day, we're going to run out of time before we run out of leads. Go.
Say that one more time, Mike. Say that one more time.
There's the whole thing, the 44 million.
No, the how many leads and running out of time.
If we do collectively as a team 100,000 deals a day, we're going to run out of time before we run out of prospects, eligible prospects. There's no excuse. Just driving around. It's Easter eggs are all on the ground. All we have to do is hustle and not look at the flowers. Pick up the eggs and go.
Quit looking at the flowers. Tony Shoup, then Coach.
Hey, this thing is real. I mean, guys, you walk out of your house, you drive past your neighbor, you got a guy mowing the yard. That guy's a 1099. You stop and ask him about mowing yards. You talk to him about the SCTC. I mean, this thing is everyone you talk to. There's no use overanalyzing. There's no use making excuses. I mean, you can walk anywhere you go. Your barber, your hairdresser. You talk to anybody you talk to, a lady, you tell them you like their hair, where they get their hair done. You go to that person that does their hair, you use them as a referral. I mean, it's so quick and easy. It's constant conversation. I mean, I'm talking about everybody. There's not even questions to ask in this business. I mean, you've got a link you're going to refer them to, and you're done. I mean, this is the real deal. It don't get any easier than that.
It will never get easier than this.
No, it will never get easier than what we got. So I mean, you take this thing. If we pray that we get our links on Thursday, but if it happens, I mean, Katie bar the door. You take that thing. You talk to every single person you know. I mean, listen, I was in and now again, ERC, my very first deal. The guy, it's like 6 employees, big money. He got back like $130,000. Unbelievable. But I was taking him to the airport yesterday, and I told him, I said, hey, I said, man, listen, we got this thing coming out again. It's not over. 1099 employees. He said, dude, I'm going to send you so many referrals. You have no absolute clue. I mean, he said, I'll send you everybody. I'll send you tons of people, because he knows that he knows that he knows what he got. I mean, this thing is off the chain. It's off the chain. There's no questions to ask in this business. You just rock and roll and keep on moving.
That's it. Coach, then Tony Hansen.
Dale, how you doing, young man?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm just going to tell the team what I would tell my team if it's like the last game of the regular season. We need 1 win for the playoffs. Let's go!
What's up, Coach? What's up, Coach?
God bless y'all.
Tony Hansen.
Hey, just a really simple question, Dale, because I know you're kind of on the inside track with people at corporate. Is it sounding like they are going to have the links ready this Thursday? Because in the video you referred us to, they said it could be a couple weeks. I'm just curious, do you have any idea where they're at with all that?
I think they'll have it Thursday, if I had to guess.
Okay, cool. Thank
I
you.
think there's 70% chance. Dan, did you have something else? In
Yeah,
Canada?
I just had a question. You mentioned about a Facebook group. Which one is that? I missed that.
CMG. Um, have you signed up yet? You haven't signed up. You haven't signed up with iHub yet, have you?
I am an iHub distributor under you
Oh,
in
okay.
back in
Oh.
the.
Okay, send me a link and I will send me an email and I'll send you the direct link to the Facebook.
Okay, thank you.
David Bowles.
Yes, hi. I'm already kind of making a list here, and I know one question that will be asked is if someone's making about 50,000, how much they'll ask, are they going to get out of this? Just roughly speaking, I don't need like an exact number, but I know that that's a question that's probably going to be asked for those that are making around 50,000 a year.
Yeah, fill out the form on the website and they'll tell you exactly.
Okay, and
That
10,000
is
is the
always going to
minimum.
be the answer. That's always going to be the answer.
Okay, thanks. And 10,000 is the minimum, right? That they need to make.
We don't even know that.
Yeah,
Okay.
we don't know that
So
for
don't make
sure.
any, let them fill out the form and let the company tell them if they qualify or not.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Yeah, that's the way. Um, because if they don't get back a certain amount, then there's no commission pay. But my understanding is iHub is going to pay commission to everybody for every deal that you do, and all advancement. I love this. All the advancement in the comp plan is going to be based on number of deals, not volume, because you can't control the volume. You have no control over the volume, but man, you can control the number of deals you do. So if you do 10 deals and you get back 20,000 on average each, or you do 10 deals and they're getting back an average of 4,000, you shouldn't be penalized for that on your promotion. So you do the deals, you get it counts towards your promotion, not the volume. So that's really good that they're doing that. Seth.
Hey,
Seth.
Dale. Yeah, I signed up with iHub a while back. Didn't do much with it, but life is here today. I saw that I've got an ERC set up. Is that where the sign up is, or did I just miss it? I saw your email the weekend and just started looking for it. Where do I get that at?
Yeah, there's no place to sign up yet.
Okay.
We're expecting it to be available Thursday night where you can register for the SETC. Thursday night, we're expecting that on the corporate call.
Sorry to be redundant, guys. I listened
No problem.
to half of what it is and talk a little bit less.
No problem. Good to have you with us. Philip, you're muted. Philip, you're muted.
We can't.
You need to learn how to use tech.
Sorry, I had the wrong microphone selected. I was just gonna comment on that real quick, Seth. Yeah, just like the other programs, it just shows up. It should just show up in your back office. If it doesn't, then you can submit a support ticket. But if you have an iHub account right now, it'll just show up. People that don't have an iHub account, well, you'll get one from your sponsor when we get it on Thursday. But I want to just comment on who was talking, Tony, about getting people signed up. And the most awesome thing is, if you think about it, or he was talking about the 10,000 qualification, and like Alan said, just send them to the site. And the coolest thing, if you think about it, one small barrier for ERC was people didn't want to have a phone call. We were saying, they ask us a question, we say, that's a great question, let's book a call. And the fact that they have to book a call and they have to talk to a live person, maybe they have anxiety or fear about that may make them run, but this is all online. They don't have to talk to anyone. They get immediate approval or disapproval through our online form. There's no call, just a form, quick, simple, easy.
Right. That's right. Tony, did you have something else? Tony, shoot. Your hand's still up.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
But I do apologize. But hey, listen, wherever you're at, coach, dude, I want to go on a cruise with you next year. You need to get rolling.
That's right.
I'm super excited, man. Coach, I love you. I think you're awesome. I really do. I think you got it. So just letting you know.
God bless you.
Yeah, you haven't vacation until you vacation with the CMG team.
That's right.
Tony, God bless you, you hilly billy.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you all being here. Be on Thursday night, corporate, and then we'll jump on for a few minutes afterwards, clean up anything we need to, and discuss anything we need to. Get your first 10. Be ready with your first 10 Friday. Have your first 100. Start making your list. This is gonna rock. I mean, really, guys, really, just go. And that's, I don't know how else to say it. So I hope I've communicated, because I know what's getting ready to happen here. I just know it. And you don't want to watch it, and you don't want to miss this one. All right. We appreciate you. Thank you for being with us, and we will talk to you again Thursday night. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you, Dale.
All
We
right.
appreciate
Dale.
you.
Oh,
Thanks, everybody.
let's go. Thanks, Dale.
Go. Let's go.
Thanks,
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
Go.
do it.
Great job, Mr.
Thank you.
Calvert.